Accountability for actions. To become the most successful you can possibly be, you must be accountable for your actions and responsibility. For that reason, it is critical to be accountable for your actions and to keep your level of personal responsibility up, even when facing setbacks. When someone is responsible, they take ownership for their actions and the results of their choices in life. When individuals are responsible, they understand and accept the consequences of their actions in regard to the areas they have taken responsibility for. Without accountability, people have difficulty taking responsibility for their actions because they feel that they will face no consequences. One of the things that I see very few people, let alone professionals, doing right is accepting total accountability, taking responsibility for very few people's actions as well as their words. When the culture of your team is not judgmental and everyone, including your leaders, has your best interests in mind, taking accountability for your actions really becomes a valuable learning experience that you can take away. In the article below, you will learn what it means to take ownership for your actions, examples of taking ownership in work, and key factors that influence the chances that someone will. The key is taking ownership for your role in the process, taking accountability for what you can control and accepting what you cannot. Accountability in families is so important for every one of us to learn, to take ownership of, and make improvements to our lives. Making these tips part of your daily routine takes time, but when it comes to building an accountable culture in your group, the payoff is well worth the wait. Overall, building a culture of accountability in your team not only boosts employee morale and productivity, it will give your team the autonomy and ownership that it needs to really flourish. Accountability is hard work and requires tremendous consistency and follow-through on both your side as well as your employees. The importance of accountability is the fact that when you refuse to take responsibility for your actions or decisions, you are giving up the power to improve things. The idea of taking accountability naturally sounds more meaningful than having responsibility. You are making the choice to step outside the boundaries of what you are responsible for, carrying an ownership, participation, and participation mindset. When you really screw up, you are in a position to bend the limits of personal accountability instead of giving in to the culture of blame. I'm also incredibly moved and inspired to see thousands take deeper responsibility for the person they are today. I was extremely moved and inspired too to see so many people acknowledge their own emotional struggles and take deeper responsibility for who they are today, and to admit outright that they wanted to change.